Hello and welcome to the post-race show for the Rampage Coffee Company 110 at the Glen, round number 12 of Canadian E-Motorsports Network NASCAR Series Season 3. Jordy Carraher here for the post-race show, and stop me if you've heard this one before, but it was another road course, and once again it was the number 53 Tornado Alley E-Racing Chevy of Jonathan Peaden out of Pensacola, Florida, who wound up just driving away from the field and picking up the win, sweeping the road courses this year. Fourth win overall, and once again, we've got the Gator on the other side of the line. So, Johnny, once again, congratulations, and good to be talking with you again.
Hey, it's good to be back, man. That was a season-long goal, was to win all three road courses, so I am happy as I could be about that.
All right, so yeah, let's just get right into it from that perspective. Like, I know we've kind of talked until the cows come home basically regarding, the amount of practice that goes in, particularly on these particular courses, but from your perspective, like, where do you think that, like, outside of practice, where do you think that kind of general skill set in regards to, your skills on the road courses comes from?
I'm not really sure. Just I've been on this game for years, right? So whenever I first started, the road courses, I was not good at them at all. And you try to drive them like you would drive them on other racing games, right? But on this game, it's like you have to almost drift around the corners, and so it doesn't feel like you're gonna be able to hang on to it, but you have to do that to be fast through the turns.
Yeah, and obviously, the proof's in the pudding here tonight. Another 17-second margin of victory here, if I recall correctly. And obviously, the three road courses that we had over the course of the season, Canadian Tire, Mid Ohio, and of course, Watkins Glen tonight, each offers their own specific challenges. So, with Watkins Glen tonight, obviously, multiple lines to take throughout some of the corners, but in particular, what kinds of intricacies or little things did you have to kind of consider or take into account to ensure that you had a successful evening here tonight?
The bus stop. I'll say this track is probably my least favorite road course on the game, and it all comes down to that freaking bus stop. It is so hard to hit it the same time after time after time without hitting the inside wall, getting a penalty for going through the grass, hitting a glitch on the rumble strips. There's just so many things that can go wrong there. And I told all my guys that we race with that, this track in particular is just notorious for self spins. Guy can be leading the race by himself and he'll just spin out, you know. So as long as you stay on the track, you should be able to get a top five, top 10, whatever your pace is, up that by like 5 spots, right? Just by staying on the track.
Yeah, and again, it's definitely spoke for itself here tonight. So, in talking about Watkins Glen, you raise a few interesting points there with the various pitfalls that can be encountered over the course of the track. I got to take a look at stage two in particular because it seemed like you were running pretty cleanly there, second or third throughout. And that, of course, stage one and stage three were entirely different stories. But that middle stage, I got to kind of ask you a little bit about what happened there because obviously it was a little strange to see the Gator not near the top of the leaderboard in that middle frame. So maybe give us a little insight as to what went down there.
Well, I was in second, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was in second, but Jose, he beat me off the where you restart on the beginning of the stage. The leader starts on the outside, and it's kind of crazy because NASCAR in real life just came to the Glen and had the inside line, was able to push the guy out and get the better line, and that's it's just tough to have a good run off from that outside line like that, and he just clean beat me through there. He was, just as fast as I was. We said after the race that whoever was the lead car seemed like they were a little bit faster. I don't know if that's clean air, just over driving, trying to chase the guy in front of you or what, but Then he came off the carousel a little wide, and I tried to pass him, and then he got loose and took me out. But no harm there. No harm, no foul. We're good.
Yeah, just hard racing as we go along here. And obviously, you had things, absolutely secure going into tonight. The points advantage already had you into the round of 12, but obviously, nice to head into that on a high with the W. And I gotta ask, was it nice to get this one after coming so close last week in coming in second behind Nickens there in Michigan?
Oh yeah, definitely. It does for sure. And I do remember now what you were talking about in stage two is because of the finish. I pit with right before it was two laps to go. And so that way I could start the next stage, stage three up front. So that's why you didn't see me on the stage two results. I'm sorry.
No, that makes a little bit more sense there now because otherwise, you're just kind of looking down the leaderboard and yeah, trying to find the car that's kind of out of place there. So, yeah, we kind of figured that out as we went along. And as you say, picking up the win after last week, obviously good to go into that on a high. But, over the course of the evening here tonight, obviously, as mentioned, things were secure for you to go into the next round anyway. And it seemed like you were racing fairly free and easy out there over the course of the evening. It just seemed like everything was kind of working your way. Was it nice to, obviously, it's nice to kind of have a race like that, but, just how were you able to just kind of keep everything lined up all the way through, I guess?
Well, it was good, clean racing up front. Jose, Gator Mike was up there. Corbin was up there earlier. Jacob, Sauce, everything that I saw up front was nice, clean racing. So it was easy to not get too worried about overdriving. Like I say, the only time I really remember overdriving was when Jose was right in front of me. So I was chasing him.
Yeah, and again, stages 1 and 3, it seemed like no one was touching you up front, and obviously the end margin speaks for itself. And now I know the last couple of times that I've asked this question, the results have been kind of varied, but now coming off of a dominant win, we head to good old Texas next week for the Summerside Toyota 250. That'll be next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The opener of the round of 12 as we trim the playoff field down a little bit. I know you kind of downplayed your expectations a couple of the other times we talked about this, but as we look at Texas here, again, the more traditional speedway vibes there, what are you kind of expecting as, things kind of get tighter as we get closer to crowning a champion?
Well, I hope to run a lot better. This is finally the time I can say that I'm not expecting to run in the back. I'm not saying that I'm going to win, that's for sure. I know Jacob, he has been looking for a win for a while here, and he has circled Texas. So be on the lookout for him next week. And there's a couple other guys too, but I actually like Texas. But I'm really looking forward to Bristol. That's one I can't wait for, but got to get through Texas first.
Yeah, a little bit of carnage potentially awaiting over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, things will get interesting again as things tighten up. But again, you've added another victory to the resume here. That's number 4 on the season, first to reach that mark this year. And yeah, obviously, another dominant performance. I was about to say start to finish, but obviously we talked about stage 2 a little bit earlier. Ultimately, you did kind of run away from everyone there at the very end, but yeah, obviously now we move on to the next round. Things get trimmed down, and yeah, all the best of luck there to you. And again, maybe we'll be chatting again here as we get closer and closer to crowning our third Earl Ross Cup champion.
Awesome. I appreciate it. And I just want to give a shout out to Chase Beatty. Let him know we're thinking about him, and we miss racing with him. He is one of the funnest guys on the game to race with, and it just sucks what he's going through.
Absolutely, very well said. And yeah, I couldn't think of a better way to wrap this up. So again, congratulations on the victory here tonight. And yeah, we'll see you in the round of 12.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Headlights out, it's go! He's going to get ahead of McCauley into turn one. Cody Cudmore with a great start. The winner of the Centennial Autosport and Tire Spanish Grand Prix is Darcy Ford. McCauley's gotten a good start off the line, but it looks like Darcy Ford's gotten up in the second. Italian Grand Prix is underway. Go, go, go down that start-finish straight. And he's got it! Cody Cudmore with an absolute stunner at the end. Stealing pole position. Here goes your winner, the 5190 Racing Bugatti of Jason Butler, your champion of the Formula One Series, Corbin McCauley.
Daniel Cudmore, he wins Season 2 of the Formula One Series.